Hey, you right, guys, Trade Much is Joey, and today we are watching and reacting to episode 13 of Teen Wolf Season 6. We're getting there. There's a couple of weak episodes in, well, definitely 11, and 12 was a little bit better, but still nothing spectacular. So, I don't know, it's kind of annoying when you look at it as like the last 10 episodes. You kind of want every single episode to be fantastic. Like I said, I think last episode or the episode before, every episode should be at least an 8 out of 10 for your final 10 episodes. Like it's not good. So hopefully 11 and 12 with the exception of the bad episodes, and then we could just have some great ones. I don't know. I'm worrying that we're not going to get any eights, but hopefully we will. So yeah, and maybe we'll get Styles this episode. Fingers crossed. I hope we get Styles. I know a lot of people have actually commented on the Patreon post so far saying that he was filming American Assassin, not the Death Kill. He's filming American Assassin when this was being filmed. So I still hope he's in like some episodes. Like I've kind of got good if it's just in the finale that he is. Like that'd be shit. But we'll wait and see. So episode 13, guys. If you enjoy, remember to leave a like. If you're new, remember to subscribe. And if you do want early uploads to the remaining episodes of Teen Wolf, then a link to the Patreon page will be down below. And yeah, let's do this. Best of 6B so far. Not that is hard, but I do think it was actually a good episode. We'll get the stuff I didn't like out of the way. Just Gerard kind of, not even him as a villain, because if I hate him, that's good because he's a villain. I'm meant to hate him. But what he was doing, I didn't find that interesting. Just him kind of walking around the sewers, talking to this woman that I don't give a shit about. So, yeah, that stuff was weak, but he's a villain. I'm meant to hate him, but I just didn't find what he was actually doing that interesting. I thought Laurie was a terrible character. She actually ruined Brett's death there at the end. It just like shut up and just let the moment sink in for a second. So didn't like her at all. And Mason and Corey, again, they were just, yeah. I get why they were there and they were kind of partnered with Lydia, so Lydia made it a bit more interesting, but it still wasn't good enough. Other than that, though, I think this is a really solid episode. I loved the like intro bit of Mason seeing the body. Thought that was effective. I loved the idea of that body just being like fear and like scaring everyone. I do like the idea of the kind of villain of this second half of the season. Not Gerard and the other woman, the Hunters. Don't give a shit about that, but the fear side of things. I'm just curious where it'll go because what it did in this episode with it was fantastic with Mason, and then we had Melissa and Mr. Argent not being able to go in the room or get a DNA sample, even though there's no DNA. That all that was fantastic. That was really well done. And Melissa and Mr. Argent in this episode were just, oh, the chemistry was flowing, and then they were just adorable at the end. It was actually called, oh, that's so good. Hopefully something happens with them towards the end. I never thought that would be the case. I think those two were one of those kind of like Scott and Malia were in my head. I was like, that would be such a great idea, but it would never happen. And now we're here and it is happening, like with Malia and Scott as well, which was another positive of mine for the episode.